Okay, let's talk about the one thing that's on everyone's mind right now, artificial intelligence. But we're going to look at it a little differently today. What if it's not a threat? What if it's something way more profound? What if it's a telescope for the mind?
So let's just get right into it. There's this new kind of fear out there, right? This nagging question. Is AI a threat to our value as human beings? I mean, if a machine can think or create, what does that mean for us? It's a heavy question, and it really gets to the core of how we see ourselves.
And here's the argument you hear all the time. If something is AI generated, it just doesn't have the same value as work done by a human. And you know what? I get it. You've probably felt that way yourself. It feels less real, less authentic. It's a totally understandable reaction. But is it the whole story?
So to get to the bottom of this, let's flip the script with a big question. If we believe that using a new tool like AI devalues creativity, then should we still be plowing fields by hand? I mean, really think about that. This is the question that kind of breaks the whole argument open because it forces us to look backwards to see where we're going.
So let's jump back in time. We need to talk about what happened when muscle first met machine. Trust me, this is a lesson from our past that has everything to do with our future. Okay, look at this. The tractor revolution. The fear was huge. People thought, if we give up our physical work, we're giving up our purpose. It felt like the end of an era. But what was the reality? Did we give up farming? No way. We just got way, way better at it. We grew more food than ever before. We didn't lose our purpose, we amplified it. And that right there, that's the key. This is a pattern. Humanity has always evolved by augmenting itself. It's never really been about replacing us. It's always been about building tools that let us do more, see further, and be more than we were before. So yeah, this is a pattern of progress. It's all happened before. The tractor, that wasn't some random one-off event. It was just the beginning. Let's look at another piece of the puzzle, one that gets even closer to our fears about creativity today.
Take the camera. When it first came out, artists were terrified. I mean, it makes sense, right? Why would anyone want a painting when this machine can capture reality perfectly? It was supposed to be the death of art. But what happened? Did we give up art? Absolutely not. Art exploded. Freed from having to paint things exactly as they looked, artists went wild and gave us incredible new movements like Impressionism and Cubism. The camera didn't replace the artist's eye, it set it free. So when you pull back and look at the big picture, this grand arc of augmentation becomes so clear. First, we augmented our muscles with things like tractors. Then we augmented our senses with things like cameras. So what comes next? It's just the logical next step, isn't it? Now we augment our minds. See, AI isn't some weird, scary outlier. It's the next chapter in the story we've been writing for centuries. And this is it. This is the heart of the matter. We're talking about extending the human mind. This is about understanding the true purpose of these new tools we're building. Just read that for a second. AI isn't replacing the human mind. It's extending it. That's the whole shift in thinking right there. This isn't about handing over our jobs or our creativity to a machine. It's about giving our own minds a boost, expanding our reach, and deepening our own capacity to think. And the best way to think about this extension idea? It's the telescope. A telescope doesn't replace your eye, does it? Of course not. You're still the one doing the looking. It just lets your eye see farther, to see stars and whole galaxies you could never see on your own. Well, that's exactly what AI is. It's a telescope, but for the mind. Okay, so if that's true, what does that mean for us? What do we become next? This is where it gets really, really exciting. We're talking about completely redefining our potential. So let's be super clear about this. We are not going to give up thinking. Just like we didn't give up farming or art or seeing, we're not going to outsource the one thing that makes us us. We won't stop thinking.
No, we're going to do something much more interesting. We're going to redefine it. We're going to expand what thinking even means. We'll be able to tackle problems that are just too big for our brains alone right now. We'll ask questions we don't even know how to ask yet. Our potential is literally on the verge of exploding. So that brings us to the final question. You know, for centuries, the telescope showed us our place in the universe. It was mind-blowing. Now, we have a new kind of telescope, one for the mind. And we're just starting to point it at this giant, uncharted universe of ideas. So the question isn't, what are we going to lose? The real question is, what are we going to discover next?